Burt Reynolds remains one of the most recognizable figures in American cinema, remembered for his charm, humor, and rugged screen presence. Over several decades, he captivated audiences with performances that blended toughness with warmth, making him one of the defining movie stars of the 1970s. From action-packed adventures to deeply emotional dramas, Reynolds built a career that reflected both resilience and authenticity. Behind the mustache, quick wit, and confident swagger was a man who experienced triumph, heartbreak, and reinvention. His journey from a young athlete with dreams of football glory to a Hollywood legend reveals the determination and adaptability that shaped his life and career. Early life and family roots. Burt Reynolds was born Burton Leon Reynolds Jr. on February 11, 1936, in Lansing, Michigan. He was the son of Harriet Fernette Reynolds and Burton Milo Reynolds, a respected police chief whose disciplined personality strongly influenced his son's upbringing. When Reynolds was still young, the family moved to Riviera Beach, Florida, where he spent much of his childhood. Growing up in Florida shaped his character, instilling in him a love for sports, competition, and outdoor life. Friends and teachers often described him as energetic and charismatic, traits that would later define his Hollywood persona. At that time, however, Reynolds had little interest in acting. His dreams revolved around athletics, particularly football, where he quickly proved to be exceptionally talented. With football dreams at Florida State University, Reynolds' athletic abilities earned him a scholarship to Florida State University, where he became a promising halfback on the college football team. Coaches believed he had the potential to reach professional leagues, and Reynolds himself fully expected to pursue a career in sports. On the field, he displayed determination, strength, and leadership, gaining admiration from teammates and fans alike. Unfortunately, his promising future in football was cut short after he suffered a serious knee injury during his college years. The injury permanently ended his chances of playing professionally. For Reynolds, the experience was devastating, forcing him to reconsider his future and search for a new path in life. It was a turning point that would ultimately guide him toward a completely different destiny, discovering acting in a new direction. After his football career ended, Reynolds experienced several uncertain years attending junior college and struggling to find a clear purpose. During this time, a perceptive teacher encouraged him to explore acting after recognizing his natural stage presence and storytelling ability. That encouragement proved transformative. Reynolds began participating in theatrical productions and quickly discovered a passion for performance. Acting offered him a creative outlet that matched the confidence and charisma he had once displayed on the football field. Inspired by early successes in theater competitions, he decided to pursue acting professionally. Though the decision felt risky at the time, it ultimately laid the foundation for a career that would span decades and make him one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Struggles in early television roles. The path to fame was far from easy for Burt Reynolds. During the 1950s and early 1960s, he struggled to establish himself in Hollywood, often accepting minor roles just to stay employed. He appeared in television series such as Gunsmoke and Riverboat, where his rugged appearance and deep voice made him a natural fit for Western-themed stories. However, despite these appearances, Reynolds found it difficult to stand out among the many aspiring actors in the industry. Casting directors frequently saw him as just another handsome supporting player. Though the work helped him gain experience, true recognition remained elusive. These early struggles tested his perseverance and taught him the patience required to survive in the unpredictable world of entertainment. Becoming the biggest star of the 1970s, the 1970s marked the peak of Burt Reynolds' popularity, with films such as The Longest Yard, 1974, Smokey and the Bandit, 1977, and Hooper, 1978. He became one of Hollywood's most bankable and beloved actors. His characters often embodied rebellious confidence, humor, and a playful sense of masculinity that resonated with audiences across the United States. Reynolds' signature mustache, mischievous grin, and relaxed charm turned him into a cultural icon. Moviegoers admired the way he balanced action and comedy while never taking himself too seriously. During this era, he dominated the box office and became the symbol of a new kind of American film hero, one who combined toughness with approachability and humor, dramatic depth, and the Boogie Nights comeback, Although Reynolds was widely known for action and comedy roles, he continued to demonstrate his dramatic abilities throughout his career. Decades after Deliverance, he delivered another unforgettable performance in Boogie Nights, 1997. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, Reynolds portrayed Jack Horner, a complex adult film director who balanced mentorship and moral ambiguity. The role allowed him to explore emotional layers rarely seen in his earlier films. Critics praised his nuanced performance, and he received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Many observers considered this role a triumphant comeback, proving that Reynolds still possessed the depth and skill that had first captivated audiences years earlier. Personal challenges and career setbacks. Despite his immense popularity, Reynolds' life was not without difficulties. During the 1980s and 1990s, he experienced a series of professional setbacks, including box office disappointments and declining roles. Health problems also affected his career, forcing him to step away from work at times. Financial struggles eventually led to bankruptcy, a deeply challenging period for a man who had once been among the highest-paid actors in Hollywood. Yet Reynolds remained resilient. Rather than retreating from public life, he continued acting in television, theater, and independent films. His ability to laugh at himself and maintain humility helped him rebuild his reputation. These later years revealed a more reflective side of the actor who had once ruled the box office. Relationships and marriages. The personal life of Burt Reynolds often attracted as much attention as his film career. He was married twice, and both relationships became highly publicized. His first marriage was to actress Judy Carne in 1963. Carne, known for her role on Rowan and Martin's Laugh In, shared Reynolds' ambitions in the entertainment industry. However, the pressures of fame and strong personalities created tension in their relationship. Their marriage lasted only 2 years before ending in divorce in 1965. Years later, Reynolds admitted that he had been too young and immature to handle the responsibilities of marriage. Despite the separation, the relationship remained an important chapter in his early personal life. Marriage to Lonnie Anderson. More than 2 decades later, Reynolds entered a second high-profile marriage with television star Lonnie Anderson. Anderson had gained fame for her role as Jennifer Marlowe in WKRP in Cincinnati, and the couple quickly became one of Hollywood's most talked-about pairs. They married in 1988 during the height of Reynolds' stardom. Initially, their relationship seemed glamorous and passionate, capturing intense media attention. However, the marriage eventually became strained and ended in a widely publicized divorce in 1993. Despite the difficulties and tabloid headlines surrounding their split, both eventually moved forward with their lives. Over time, the emotional distance softened, allowing a measure of respect to replace the earlier conflict, a farewell filled with reflection. When Burt Reynolds passed away in 2018, many friends and colleagues gathered to celebrate his life and career. A private memorial service was held in North Palm Beach, Florida, attended by family members, close friends, and a few longtime collaborators. The gathering reflected Reynolds' personality, intimate, heartfelt, and filled with storytelling. Guests shared memories of his generosity, mischievous humor, and unwavering loyalty to those he loved. His son, Quentin Anderson Reynolds, spoke about his father's kindness and humility, emphasizing that fame never overshadowed his dedication to family. The service was emotional, yet it also included laughter as attendees recalled the unforgettable spirit that Reynolds brought to every room he entered. Conclusion: remembering a Hollywood original. The life of Burt Reynolds was a story of talent, resilience, and reinvention. From a young athlete with dreams of football stardom to one of the most beloved actors of his generation, he continually adapted to the challenges and opportunities life presented. His films entertained millions, and his personality left a lasting impression on colleagues and fans alike. Even during difficult periods, Reynolds remained determined to keep working and sharing his passion for storytelling. Today, he is remembered not only for his iconic roles, but also for the humor, courage, and authenticity that defined his life. His legacy continues to influence actors and filmmakers who admire his unique blend of charisma and emotional depth.